嘿，check one two。
阿弥陀佛大家好就是呢，今天呢，如果要那个表演的同们哈，就是在灌完顶之后呢，灌完顶之后就要马上上去准备好，谢谢灌完顶之后请上去准备，还有所有的评委也是一样哈，灌完顶之后呢就上去准备，谢谢大家。请大家将你们的手机调为震动或者关机，谢谢。 真佛宗美国彩虹雷上寺尊圣佛母护摩法会开始，恭迎真佛宗创办人无上法王根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛。众人唱诵莲花童子心咒。我们一起起身问候，师尊好，师母好，大家好。顶礼坛城，做观想大礼拜。礼拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切诸佛，嗡啊吽观想顶礼，会天心三印，二拜诸菩萨，嗡啊吽观想顶礼，会天心三印，三拜诸护法金刚，嗡啊吽 观想定语，为天心善意是平等于其受。恭请师尊接受众线上众弟子们的问安。
高峰，吉祥，好，阿弥陀佛，大心的嘞，前方都是999。好，师父好，阿弥陀佛，大心的嘞，前方都是999。好，就是大团，
身体健康久久，身体生长在会安康长寿的祝福你。Merry Christmas。注释999，心教真是佛注释，诸尊师母身体安康。
恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。请师母莲香上师上座，请长老仁波切作为上师上座。请教授师法师上座，请讲师主教贵宾同们善信大德就座。
We welcome our precious lineage Guru, His Holiness Buddha Lian Sheng, to enter into the Homa hall and ascend to the Dharma throne. Now we are inviting His Holiness to bless the prayers of the primary supplicants and merit holders.
敬献哈达，与会大众虔诚合掌，请。
Please join your palms with reference. We would like to invite Master Cheng to present Lian to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage Guru as a symbol of the highest honor on behalf of all of us. Visualize two Buddha lineage. Namo Vairocana Buddha. Namo Buddha Lokana. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Padma Kumara. Namo Living Buddha Lian Sheng. Visualize Grandmaster and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas radiating light to bless us. Recite Padma Kumara mantra 7 times.
Om Guru Lian Sheng Siti Hom. 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 Om Guru Lian Sheng Siti Hom.
Perform the visualization of the 4 immeasurables. Visualize to our left our fathers and the paternal relatives and ancestors. To our right, our mothers and from the maternal side. Behind us, and friends, teachers, and benefactors. In front of us, enemies and karmic creditors. Sentient beings all around us, together practicing tantric dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood. Invocation mudra. Awakening. Recite purification mantras and the Adhyati mantra. Recite invocation mantra. We sincerely invoke our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng. Namo White Maha Padma Kumara. Namo Lotus Lights of Mastery Buddha. Namo True Buddha School Lineage Gurus. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother. The main deity of Homa, Namo Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother. The main deity of Homa, Namo Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Pond. Namo 5 Dhyani Buddhas. True Buddha School 8 primary deities. Yamantaka, Akalanata, the 4 heavenly kings, Sama Bodhisattva, Limbo temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities. All the deities enshrined at the True Buddha Tantric Quarters, at the Seattle Lichang Temple, and at the South Mountain Retreat. Rainbow temples, mountain gods, plant gods, earth gods, wind gods, water gods, heavenly fire gods, dragon gods, and all divinities as well as the city gods to please radiate light and bless this Homa. Great homage using visualization for Student Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra. Second, to all bodhisattvas. Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra. Third, to all herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth, head bow. Create mandala offering. Form the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to multiply, to become innumerable, to fill the whole cosmic space. Make the offering above to the lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, the main deity of Homa, Namo Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother. All Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, four continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to allow for self-realization. Fourfold refuge. Visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dharma jewel, and Sangha jewel, to form bright white light to empower us. Recite the mantra. Armor protection. Form Vajraklap's mudra. Recite Vajrapani mantra 7 times. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng to perform blessings with mala. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng to perform blessings and to bless the association forms, homework cards, and all the offerings with Vajrapal and scepter.
请大家起立，恭敬合掌。
Please rise and join your palms with reverence. We are inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng to perform the ritual of opening the Homa fire pit, to lit the Homa fire, to make all the offerings, to set simultaneation around it, to make the offerings, to perform mudra transmissions for purifications, enrichments, mechanization, subjugation, and partial deliverance. Please recite the heart mantra of Ushnishavijaya Homa.
圣尊莲生活佛，生法王座。师母莲香上师上座，请长老仁波切作为上师上座，请教授师法师上座，请讲师助教贵宾们善信大德就座。
Recite the heart mantras of the eight principal deities and incarnate Buddha Amitabha.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Panamo Ling Tho Ling Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samo Ye Soha. Om Jali Juli Junti Soha. Om Jambana Chanang Chana Ye Soha. Om Hum Peta Guru Baima Siddhi Hum Se. Om Hum Guru Bai Sasamaha Lian Sheng Siddhi Hum. Deatha Om Bekhaziya Bekhaziya Maha Bekhaziya Naza Samo Kyantehe Soha.
Homage to 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name identification of Amitabha. Homage to 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name identification of Amitabha. Homage to 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name identification of Amitabha. Please recite the supplication to the Guru Buddha to stay in samsara. All Buddhas and Buddha verses numerous as grain of sand, compassionate Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, and Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The three poisons are proliferating endlessly. Our body and soul are stricken in the spiritual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness descended upon this world to salvage deluded ones. The three jewels emanate wondrous light to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, humans and devas, delight on His Vajra body for the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of the Buddha plead that you stay in samsara to turn the Dharma wheel to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. Merit dedication. May Allah behold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, repaying fourfold generosities from above, aiding those in the three realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death like the Buddha, may we liberate all. True Buddha schools wholeheartedly pay homage to the Ushnishavijaya to protect our lineage root Guru, to be with great health and longevity, endowed with enrichment, love and respect, to perform enlightening activities with joy and self-mastery, to continually stay in samsara, to turn the Dharma wheel, to guide sentient beings, to cut off all afflictions, to arrive at the shore of liberation. And we pray that Sumo would always be healthy, happy, and peace, and all is auspicious. We are inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng to perform the overall merit dedication. We pray to the manifestation of the bright radiance of Ushnishas of Sakyamuni Buddha, Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother. We pray to Sakyamuni Buddha's Ushnishas manifestation, Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother. We pray to Sakyamuni Buddha's Ushnisha's manifestation, Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother. Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother. Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, Vajrapani Bodhisattva, radiate bright light upon the world, to salvage and deliver the 4 sagely and 6 rebirth realms, to teach the right Dharma, to obliterate maras, and to guide sentient beings to the other shore of liberation. We pray to Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother to guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha verses. We pray for enrichment, for purification, subjugation, and magnetization be attained. Please bless all of us with abundant resources. Please bless all of us with great love and harmony. Please bless all of us with unexcelled wisdom. Please bless us so we may have attainments from our spiritual cultivation. The Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother and gods in heavens, gods on earth, may be far from all calamities. May all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. May all of our prayers be granted. May the pandemic disperse. May the viruses disperse. May natural disasters disperse. May calamities due to arms and weaponries disappear. May bad affinities disappear. May bad lucks disappear. May bad thoughts vanish. Recite 100 syllable mantra 3 times.
Soto kayum me pawa, sopo kayum me pawa, anuna tom me pawa, shawa hasidi memborayata, Sa wa gamma sutami jitamu siniran guru hom ha 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 bangkawan sawa tathagata pezama mimancha pezabawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om peza sato samaya manupanaya peza sato tinupadi chang tuto me pawa soto kayu me pawa sopo kayu me pawa anurato me pawa shawa hasidi memporaya cha shawa gama sutsami jitamu siniran guru hom ha 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 bangkawan sawa tathagata pezama mimancha pezabawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe om peza sato samaya manupanaya peza sato tinupadi chang tuto me pawa soto kayu me pawa sopo kayu me pawa anurato me pawa shawa hasidi memporaya cha shawa gamma sutsame jetamu siniran guru hom ha 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 bangkawan sawa tathagata pezama mimancha pezabawa mahasamaya sato ahom pe 做观想大礼拜，礼拜根本传承上师及。
Okay, homage using visualization for student Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for procession on the ground. Release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground. Release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground. Release the mudra. Fourth, equality to all. We say completion mantra. Let's give the greatest round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to our lineage root Guru for presiding over this Ushnishavijaya Homa fire offering ceremony. Let us now join our palms with reverence, and together we are inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng to bestow the precious Dharma teachings. First, let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakyamuni. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Tupten Darshi. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the group of the ceremony today, Sakyamuni Buddha's Ushnisha's bright radiance manifestation, Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother. Sumo Tanjan Kato Tupten Siddhi Tupten Karma. All Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma tutors, temple and center directors, and everybody, all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon. How do you do?
I stayed Sheng-yen. Hola amigo. Te quiero mucho. Estoy Ichiban. Kimochi. Jumi. Yapi. Puri. Konnichiwa.
Now I would like to announce for next Sunday on December 31st. So that would be the last day of 2023. Sunday at 3 p.m. there would be Kalachakra Homa fire offering ceremony. The mantra he has 3 colors: red, white, and blue. The body, blue body. 3 kinds of colors. The red should represent the red Bodhi, and the white represent the white Bodhi, and the blue represents Qi, or subtle vital energy, and the mudra Kalachakra in Tibetan Tantrayana it's common among the 4 sects of Tibetan Tantrayana and highly revered. When I was transmitting Kalachakra, Master Dubdan Tarji kept telling me that you need to spread Kalachakra Dharma or Tantra to the several continents and countries in the world, and I followed his instruction. True Buddha school disciples most knew that I have gone to many countries transmitting the Kalachakra Tantra. There are 2 sadhana, one given by Master Dubdan Dorji, and the other one was given by the Kanchu living Buddha from Dubdan Nima. Kanchu Rinpoche, or living Buddha, transmitted to Dubdan Nima to Dubdan Dali, and Dubdan Dali to Dubdan Dorji, and Dubdan Dorji to me. That's one sadhana. And the second one is through the Sakya sect or Sakya school from Master Sakya Zhengkong, who transmitted it to me. The Kalachakra Sadhana. So I have 2 books of Kalachakra Sadhana. We can say in the Saha world, the one or the ones transmitting Kalachakra Tantra, like lineage gurus like Dalai, Panchen, and Kong Tang Chang from the Lapling temple, the living Buddha, Kong Tang Chang, and also from the Kagyu sect, Kalu Rinpoche they had transmitted a Kalachakra Tantra. And of the Han descent, we called the Chinese Han. Of the Chinese Han people, have you heard who has transmitted Kalachakra Tantra? When I received this Dharma, I transmitted it in several continents. So Kalu Rinpoche took my photo and said, this is a Han Chinese who transmits Tantric Dharma in Mandarin Chinese. Very highly revered. Kalu Rinpoche placed my photo on his head. And the Gelugpa, Kanchen Tripa, the 100th Kanchen Tripa, knew that I transmitted the Kalachakra Tantra, and he had visited our Seattle Lizang temple. So the Kanchen Tripa Dharma King of the Gelug sect transmitted Dharma together with myself. Which Dharma was that? Do you remember? Kanchen Tripa. We both conducted a ceremony, and I was wearing a Kagyu crown or hat. And Kanchen Tripa was sitting next to me, and we gave Dharma teaching together. Which Dharma did we transmit then? Nobody remembered. It's forgivable for someone old like me to forget, yet you, the younger ones, forget. Please raise your hand if you were there. Raise your hand higher. The 100th Kanchen Tripa. Nobody could find it. It's okay. Take your time. You found the information? It was Ekajati. And that's the protector of Nyingmapa, the Red sect. One of the 3 protectors in Nyingmapa. Ekajati. And I was wearing Kagyu pas, and Kanchen Tripa is Gelugpa. So in Gelugpa, other than Dalai Lama and Panchen Lama, Kanchen Tripa is considered the head of the Gelugpa. So only those with the most years and the most knowledgeable can be elected Kanchen Tripa to represent Tsongkhapa, Guru Tsongkhapa. There are 3 parasols in Gelugpa, one for Dalai, one for Panchen, and for Kanchen Tripa. And there was another time I was with the head of the Sakya school, Tachin Rinpoche. We conducted Homa together at the Seattle Lizang temple. Anyone attended? So the head of the Sakyapa, Dakchen Rinpoche, and I conducted Homa together, and we used a huge Homa burner and conducted Homa together with Dakchen Rinpoche. That was long ago. There were not many people then, very long ago. What Homa did we do then? So it was conducted by Lian Yin, so we have to ask him what kind of Homa we did. So people are forgetful. We always forget. So strange. It's good to forget too, because forgetting can make you reach the state of no thoughts, devoid of any thoughts, and you've forgotten everything, including your afflictions. It's best that you forget everything. Why do you want to carry it with you? That's a burden. And then you inflict it upon yourself. So just forget everything. So that means a sweep of both generosity and animosity. The moment you forget it all, that radiance will appear. By merging into the clear light radiance, you would have attainment. Tantrayana, in the beginning, talks about practicing the path, spiritual cultivation. We practice the path, and then we see the path, or see the Tao, and that is called enlightenment. And after enlightenment, then you merge with the path, or merge with Tao, and you're in union with Tao. Once you're enlightened, you need to merge with the Tao or the path. That's called the union with the path. And lastly is to prove the Tao or the path. To prove or to witness the path. So practicing the path, seeing the path, merging with the path, and proving or witnessing the path. 4 stages, very important. Actually, at the beginning, when you practice meditation, the key point is in the samadhi, as I said, about single-pointedness, focusing on one thing. Don't have any thoughts. Any thoughts disappear. All afflictions disappear. And you focus on one thing. So this is called single-pointedness. Sakyamuni Buddha has said, being single-pointed, you can achieve anything. Lao Tzu too states, if you can concentrate on one thing, everything is achieved. Do not be distracted. No distractions, no disturbances, no bondages. And be single-minded, and all troubles and problems disappear. This is the most important way to liberation. Have you read the Yoga Sutra? That's Indian, belong to India. That's been transmitted 7,000 years, since 7,000 years ago. There's the so-called Hatha Yoga. The Yoga Sutra has 4 versions. One is Hatha Yoga, and then Shiva Yoga. There are 4 versions, and then one most important one is to treat Shiva as the supreme god of yoga. Nowadays, the so-called yoga is the physical exercise to use your body to practice, but the true yoga, the ultimate concept is also focus and concentration, single-pointedness, to receive the bliss of samadhi. So the ultimate objective of yoga is to receive the one taste of yoga samadhi. So actually, it's also called the Qi exercises. So in Tantrayana, it's called the Vajra fist exercises, and it's also a kind of practice of moving energies. Dupten Chien also did a lot of yoga. Breathing practice and yoga practice complement each other. Some people say you train in the breathing practice first before the yoga. But according to the Yoga Sutra, you first practice the yoga before the breathing practice. But some people the other way around. So, Alan, where did you learn your yoga? Could you please stand up and share? Where did you learn your yoga? Singapore. What kind of teacher? Indian teacher. That's right. Yoga Sutra came from India. Very famous. The famous one is called Hatha Yoga. And also Shiva Yoga. And 2 more. I have read the Hatha Yoga and Shiva Yoga. So you were taught by an Indian teacher? Yeah, you did it well. And Grandmaster is the best. I'm just so. We have a disciple called Dupten Chien, and his breathing practice and the yoga practice is very complete. If you want to learn, you can learn from him as well. His breathing practice and yoga practice is very good. Dupten Chien. Why is he called Dupten Chien? Because he has paid homage to Dupten Dorji, but he did not pay homage to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming or Master Sakya Tsung Kung, the Shong Rinpoche, or His Holiness the 16 Karmapa and Master Buddhadharma are 4 of my tantric gurus. So today we perform the Homa of Ushnishavijaya. This is truly amazing. As I said, the mantra. That's her true mantra. That's it. That's good enough. Transmitted. Transmitted by Master Pu Fang. It became Lin. Actually, it's broom. When we chant Om Blin, Om Blin, Om Blin, actually, it's actually Om Brum, Ah Brum. Ushnishavijaya's shortest mantra, very easy to chant. A brilliant, bright light. Anybody has seen Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother? Please raise your hand. You did? Please stand up and share. You closed your eyes earlier. It turned out that you saw. Please say something. Homage to Grandmaster. The Homa today is incredible. I could not exit from Samadhi. The power was so strong. She has 3 faces, and the clear light radiance was very dazzling, brilliant. And I felt hot, and all the channels and chi all flowing smoothly and open, filled with Dharma joy. I felt unborn, like unborn endurance, felt bliss, felt very hot from tip of the head to the toes. That's good. We have snow flurries outside, and you felt hot. And then let's get some heat from you then. Grandmaster's magnetism was too strong, and the Buddha Mother appeared, and the power was very strong, and she descended upon my body. When Grandmaster was talking about Kalachakra, I felt a white belt and yellow diamond rings appeared. So every deity is real. They always appear. Anybody else who saw something? Xiaofen. Homage to Grandmaster in reply. When I came around 9 in the morning, she's been sitting there on the mountain across. And then when Grandmaster came, when Grandmaster walked in, there are many protectors lining up in white, blue, and black. And now around Grandmaster, I can see a rhine. It's round and it's rainbow colors. So Grandmaster was in it and surrounded by all the protectors with the Dharma implements, all sounding, resounding. It's incredible. During Homa earlier, Grandmaster's Dharma power is truly incredible. And your little disciple, I saw many of Grandmaster's Dharma bodies salvaging in war zones, hells, and other places. That's my little witness. And what I'm saying are truthful. What you said was what with Dharma Sister Cai Hong match. Dharma Sister Cai Hong once saw Grandmaster's Dharma bodies in other places also transmitting Dharma. And Master Lian Ci also saw that. And so they were all matched without being planned. So let's not discuss too much more. So Ushnishavijaya Buddha is truly great. Every time I perform Ushnishavijayas, I always receive many spiritual responses. And she is the Vajra who obliterates Mara. Amazing power. She's a manifestation of Sakyamuni Buddha's Ushnisha. And that's Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother. Ushnisha is the protuberance on the crown that radiate bright light. Let me share a joke. Xiaoming complained to his mom, how come I'm the second generation poor, the second poor generation, and not the rich second generation? And mother seriously told him, no, you're not the second poor generation. Oh really? Was there a secret I don't know? And the mom nodded her head and said, from your grandparents, now you're already the 18th poor generation. Not the second generation, but the 18th generation in poverty. Xiaoming discovered courting ladies or chasing after girls are worse than chasing after thieves. When you got the thieves, then you can get back the stolen stuff. But when you chase and caught the girl, that you start losing money. A man went to the dating agency and states his requirements: long legs, big round eyes, smooth and soft skin. There are lots of ing in her head, which means cultured, and love to stick to people. And the AI found the prospect, which is octopus. A drunk, completely naked man hailed a taxi in the middle of the night, and the taxi driver was a woman. And the driver continued checking on this man, the nude man, the naked man, and the man felt embarrassed. You've never seen a naked man before? And the driver, the female driver, finally said, hey, I was just checking. You're in my taxi, but how would you pay? Where did you get your money? Because you're completely naked. and you get on the taxi, and then where's your money? I'm checking, where do you carry your money? The wife asked the husband, when can we live in a more expensive home? And the husband said, don't worry, your wish may come true soon. Oh, that's great. When? And the husband replies, oh, our landlord has said that he's going to raise the rent next month. So they live in a more expensive house. Now we'll do the Q&A. Question from Taiwan, Lianhua Renhe. Various Buddha school Dharma centers in Taiwan every year jointly organize animal release ceremonies. However, in recent years, I have noticed certain aspects that seem inappropriate. The so-called animal release is to rescue lives, intervening to save them from slaughter and setting them free. Regrettably, our animal release ceremonies seem to deviate from the spirit. The organizing committee typically purchases fish fry in advance. These fish fry are not at an intermediate risk of losing their lives, and even if you don't buy them, they may still be bought by the industry and placed in fish farms where they can survive for several more months before they grow big enough for sale. However, we buy them and release them into the Sun and Moon Lake, and the lake is home to many predatory fish, such as the tiger fish, which preys on this fish fry. So we release them, but they become prey for the tiger fish, while they could have lived a few more months. But now we are delivering them into the mouths of the tiger fish. Grandmaster, is my concern correct? Please advise. Question by Lianhua Renhe. Animal release. It's very difficult to say. What Lianhua Renhe said also makes sense. You buy the fish fry and then release them into the Sun and Moon Lake, and there's a tiger fish who especially eat those fish fry. So by releasing them there, they would be eaten up. So you should find a way to release them into different lakes. The green lake or the streams. So you need to pay attention what kind of fish fry they are. Are they saltwater fish or freshwater fish? So if they are freshwater fish, you should release them into freshwater, and vice versa for the saltwater. So you are rescuing them from slaughters. So I personally feel that releasing animals generate merit. Several days ago, Dharma Sister Pan Jing brought 2 birds. She has many birds at her house, and she brought 2 birds in a bird cage for Grandmaster. Very beautiful birds and chirping around. But I apologize because I have no experience raising birds. But when I was little, I have raised a chicken because my home did when I was young, and then there was bird flu, so we stopped raising chicken. But I've never raised any birds before. So when I saw those two birds, what I thought of was a yakitori, which is barbecued bird. But those two birds were too small, and I don't know how to raise them. And want to release them, we cannot release that kind of birds. They're very small and cute. Looks like they're cage birds. They would not know where to go if we release them. So I cannot release them. I cannot make them into yakitori, a barbecued bird. And I don't know how to keep them either. So finally, she brought them home, brought them back to her home. Well, it's better if she keeps them herself. So that's why to perform the animal release, you have to check. But such beautiful, elegant birds, if you release them, then they may be attacked by the crows. Then they would be dead. So there's a lot of considerations in animal release that we'll discuss in the future. You cannot make them die. There is a Buddhist group that think that they should treat everybody equally, so they release poisonous snakes, many of them. They collected, we don't know where they collected from, and then release these poisonous snakes in the wilderness. Was that right? That's a question. Should you release the lives of poisonous snakes? Is Bijan here? Bijan and Bien. Do you know the people who release poisonous snakes? Bien always doesn't dare to say anything. How about Bijan? Do you know those who release poisonous snakes? Please give her a microphone. Yes, I saw it in the news. Release poisonous snakes. Release the poisonous snakes in the villages. I saw it in the news in Taiwan. Bijan dared to speak, but Bien does not dare to say anything. Really, there were people who released poisonous snakes, and they placed it in the cloth bags, and then released them in the villages. So the villages now are inundated with poisonous snakes. Was that right? Because they believe that all sentient beings are equal, even the poisonous ones are also equal. So should we release them to be free? I don't know. Because according to Vimalakirti, sentient beings are equal. What can you say? So this animal release requires quite a knowledge. This is Hui Jin's joke. Hui Jin said, "Let me tell you a secret. Actually, I'm an angel. I'm staying in the human world because of my weight, entirely because of my weight. Hui Jin would be mad, and then she would start checking who's heavier than she is. Today I went to the grocery store to buy something and saw a monk pushing a cart filled with everything. And I thought this monk is very rich. And then at the cashier asked, "So is it cart or cash?" And he said, "Amitabha, I'm here for alms round." Let's ask this monk to go to California. Now let's talk about the Vimalakirti Sutra. It's best if we just talk a little bit, because talking too much about it would be tiresome. Because Vimalakirti is really very, very wordy, very verbose. It's so long. Although practicing the fourfold state of mindfulness, not permanently departing from the pithy teaching of body sensation, is the practice of a bodhisattva. We need to understand first what is the four mindfulness or fourfold state of mindfulness, which is part of the 37 aids to enlightenment, which came from the Agama Sutra. Observe that the body is impure. Observe that the sensation is suffering. Observe that the mind is impermanent. And observe that everything has no self. Those are the four mindfulness. Spiritual cultivators should be mindful that the body is impure, sensations are suffering, the mind is impermanent, and everything has no self. Although you are cultivating spiritually, like what Master Lian Sheng has said, that she has attained the unborn endurance. That's the fourth ground, or eighth ground bodhisattva. So that's a non-regressing bodhisattva. The eighth ground and above, non-regressing. Seventh ground and below, still regressing. So the eighth ground bodhisattva is unborn and no endurance. So when you're unborn, there is no bondages, no bounds. You have realized about birthlessness, then you have no more afflictions, no more attachments. That is the fruition of the unborn endurance. Although you are practicing the four mindfulness, and you are an ill bodhisattva, but you don't depart from that the body is impure and sensation is suffering, the mind is impermanent, and Dharma or everything has no self. Just talking about the body is impure. Let me give you examples. There would be dandruffs on the head, and athlete's feet on the feet, and there's excretion from the eyes, from the ears, from the nose, and from the mouth. if the saliva stays out in the air, would rot very fast. The whole body is filthy. So where is the dirtiest? Is a human being is the dirtiest. And the skin pores would excrete sweats, and then in the armpits, and the mouth has bad mouth odor, and the two holes underneath, one for defecation, one for urination. They're all very foul and filthy, very dirty, the body. Someone is wearing the mala beads, and then they said that I don't want to go to the bathroom with the chanting beads. I have to take it off and place it aside. But you don't know that the chanting beads are so long and it touches your intestines, and inside your intestines are poops. Is there a time when your body is clean? No, human beings are very dirty. The organs, especially when humans die, and the death water that exudes was so foul, stinky smelling. The forensic doctor in Taiwan called Yang Rusong, to know how someone died, he had lots of experience. All he did was just to taste a little bit of the water that flew from the body, and at the end he died from death marks, poisons. So human bodies are truly filthy. So therefore, bodies are really unclean. There is not one person who's always fragrant, unless they use perfumes. But the perfumes, that's faking. That's why I am very diligent in brushing my teeth or cleaning my teeth. That I brush them so much that I lose a lot of the animals or the teeth enamel. Which one, Gui Ching? Which teeth? She's a dentist. Huh? Thank you. All good. Thank you. But Grandmaster is fragrant. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, that's Taiwanese paise. Sumimasen.
初めてよろしく。再来。行きましょう。初めてよろしく行きましょう。什么意思？
What does it mean? The first time I meet you. It's nice meeting you. Let's go together. And then, let's get married. When I go to Japan, I automatically could speak Japanese. Very strange. In Taiwanese, I could speak a little bit, but as soon as I got to Japan, I would remember that I spoke Japanese in the past, and then I could just continue speaking in Japanese. So every time I go to Japan, then disciples wanted to buy medicines, asked me to help. I have been reincarnated in Japan before, but I forgot. I forgot them all. Tokugawa? That's a huge, the grand figure who combined the three kingdoms. You didn't mention the other two. 3 countries. Wow. And Tokugawa. So Tokugawa wrote in his diary, he wrote the first statement was that never trust a woman. I think it's Tokugawa wrote that never trust woman. Amitabha. So this Bodhisattva is wearing a celestial garment, and it's always clean, always pure. It doesn't need to be washed or cleansed. There's never attract any dust. They can be worn all their lives. When bodhisattvas reach the 8th ground and above, their spiritual cultivation realm is already quite high, and they walk like the wind. They have their dignity. And they're clean everywhere, so they don't have impure or unclean body. They don't suffer. Why not? Because they have no illness. When you reach the 8th ground, they don't feel any kind of sufferings. And they are not affected by impermanence. They eternally exist, and they are not regressing. And lights all over them, fragrance and lights, and purity, no suffering. Bodhisattvas on the 8th ground and above are all like that, and yet they still do not abandoned impure body, impermanence, and although he has reached the state of no self, but he still experiences all those. Only then is a true bodhisattva. So what's being talked about here is the same as by Mother or Saint Teresa. And Mother Teresa said, even when heavens are there for me, I will not go there. I'd rather stay in the darkest places to help and salvage sentient beings. And it's the same as what's spoken by Siddhikarma Bodhisattva. If I don't go to hells, who would go? And mentioned here is that only they are bodhisattvas. So practicing the fourfold state of mindfulness, and then if you want to renounce them, that's not right. but you're still amidst that body is impure, sensations, suffering, everything is impermanence and has no self. Only then that is a true Bodhisattva. Although practicing the four right efforts, not forsaking the diligent practice of the body and mind is the practice of a Bodhisattva. The four right efforts are about good and evil. If you have evil, then you have to cut it off right away. When you have no negativities, then you prevent them from arising. If you do not have good thought, then you want to generate good thought. And once you have good thoughts, then you want to increase or enhance the good thoughts. These are the four right exertions or efforts. Once you practice these four right efforts, then you can go to heavens. You can go to the heavens. So in Buddhism, avoid all evil, do all good. Avoid all evils and do all goods. If you have bad or evil thought, you have to stop it right away. And if they don't arise, you want to stop them from arising. And the good thought, if you don't have good thought, you want to generate good thought. Once you have good thought, you want to increase or enhance the good thought. These are called the four right efforts. The point is in diligence, that you want to be very diligent to manifest them, avoiding evil and doing good deeds. If you do them every day, then in the future you will rise to heavens. You will go to the heavenly realms. So you want to practice the four right efforts, but not forsaking the diligent practice of the body and mind. So physically and mentally, you want to be diligent in practicing all Buddhadharma. That's four right efforts. That's very important. It's very difficult to ask people to do good. It's 5:11. We have some program tonight, lots of them. They've been practicing all day, so I should not spend too much time then. This is Hui Jun's joke again. Her dad asked her, other than eating ice cream, what else can you do? And Hui Jun replied, I can buy ice cream. When Hui Jun is here, then we'll make jokes of her. It's kind of dirty. Today at the emergency at the hospital. There was a 6-year-old kid, and then he ate a live cockroach. But the kid was brought to the emergency not because of eating the live cockroach, but because of his grandma, who's afraid that the cockroach was alive, so she gave him the cockroach killer. Oh, Mani Beni Home. We are very grateful to His Holiness Precious Dharma teachings. In the moment, there will be the empowerment for Ushnishavijaya Buddha Mother, and during the empowerment, please remember to visualize the deity, to form the mudra, and to recite the mantra. This ends the English interpretation today. Please remember to return your receivers. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you.
要注意旁边的人哈，谢谢。做观想大礼拜，礼拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切诸佛。Om Hom 观想顶礼为天心三引，二拜诸菩萨。Om Hom 观想顶礼为天心三引，三拜诸护法金刚。Om Hom 观想顶礼为天心三引，四平等一起手。恭请法王圣尊严生活佛接受尊先生众弟子们的感恩之心。
Merry Christmas， 节快乐，
快乐，
身体健康，家庭健康，叔叔母亲诞节快乐！祝叔叔母下个生日快乐，父亲是加成，谢谢叔母，感恩祝叔身体健康，叔叔母亲孙家成，爱你，父母身体健康，节快乐，谢谢师尊，谢谢师母，感恩叔叔母，祝这张祝法，祝身体健康，见到叔叔母亲孙家成，叔叔母，谢谢师母，感恩师尊师母，圣诞快乐，祝法祝身体健康，
谢谢师尊，谢谢尊先生的同门，下周见，谢谢。 谢大家，阿弥陀佛，大家圣诞节快乐，阿弥陀佛，谢谢。春兰那个 translator receiver， 请您过来这边教哈，春兰。请今天的交换礼物的礼物哈，大家先各自拿着哈，带到大殿的时候也是先各自拿着，谢谢。所有的表演者灌顶完之后，请先上去准备，谢谢。
老板，这是卡机耶。卡机啊，那里。
恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛为与会大众做尊胜佛母法灌顶，含有皈依灌顶。
Om Swaha Om Amida Aila Tate Soha Om Swaha Om Amida Aila Tate Soha Om Swaha Om Amida Aila Tate Soha Om Swaha Om Amida Aila Tate Soha
Soha 请你们来接受灌顶。灌顶即将要结束了，还没有接受灌顶的义工同们，请你们来接受灌顶。接受灌顶的义工同们，请你们来接受灌顶。灌顶即将就要结束了。我们一起顶礼感恩，谢谢师尊。我们再次以热烈的掌声感谢师尊赐授尊胜佛母法灌顶。